Let me record the meeting. I get so excited. Sometimes I just jump into things. And let me see if it will stream it live to our group. I have got to take this computer and get it cleaned up. I would try to do it, but believe it or not, I'm like probably one of the most technically challenged people you will ever meet. Like, I can't even program my remote control, and that is no lie. Yeah, maybe it's running. Okay. I'm at 500 pips in German 30, but it looks like we've had a market structure change. So, I need to close that out. Definitely looks like a market structure change, which we're going to be getting into in a few days. Sorry, guys, just seeing if this will stream to the group. For the stragglers that can't make it to class, watching my trades. Come on, computer. Nope, we're not doing it tonight. So you snooze, you lose, guys. Lucky ones that are here. So what I want to do is, let me make sure. Okay. I just want to go over a little bit about support and resistance lines. Hopefully y'all got off of training last night and practice, because guys, that's how you're going to get this. You know, it's great to show up to class. It's great to be here every night, but actually get off of here and practice what we're talking about. Practice makes perfect, and that's how you are going to get it. Okay. So and I do hate trading view on this computer. We do not get along. Okay. I want to. Okay. So when you're drawing support and resistance lines, okay, we're going to go full chart. What you're wanting to look at, okay, when you're looking at a naked chart, is you're wanting to look for areas that something really, that you can see, you know, something has happened there. What are we on? Okay, where you can see, look, if you see, like, look at this area right here. You can see, you know, something happened right here. We had a touch, you know, we almost had a touch right there. Had some things going on over here. I think that's so you know what? We'll put a line right there. Okay. Move this out of the way. You can see, look, this area right here, you know, we had a touch right here. We almost had a touch right here. And then look what happened over here, guys. We almost had a touch here. So you know what? We're going to put a line right there. Okay. And then, you know, look at this area. We've got a touch right here. We've got a touch right here. We've got a touch right here. You know, three touches. We're gonna put a line there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that last one. Dang it. iMac and I mean, it's great for my webinars, but when it comes to drawing charts, and I don't have. Okay, so we had put one up here. And then when we're looking, you know, it looks like we've got a touch here, a touch here, a touch over here. So we would, you know, drop another line right there. And it also looks, if you guys look, like this area right here, this area right here, this area right here, that's 3 right there. And look, if we drop a line in this area, look what happens down here. We've got a touch from above, touch from above. So, you know, and look, you see right here, you got a touch right here. Oh, a touch right here, a touch right here. Okay, so look, I'm gonna draw a line right there. I meant to draw it a little bit higher. I don't know if I can move it. Will it let me? No. Okay. Sorry, this is iMac for me. And then, you know, we're looking for other levels where things have happened. Look down here, guys. You see this right here, and then this right here, and then this over here. I'm going to go ahead and put a line right there. And then look, see this touch, and this touch, and this touch over here. I think that's another level. Get rid of this. And it seems like this area right here, something was pretty significant, just because. And you know, you could do this all day long. And until you get in here and you practice these support and resistance lines. Wait a minute. Can y'all see my screen? If you can see my screen, drop in the chat. Can y'all see my screen, or am I just sitting here having a heyday by myself? Okay. Okay, great. So then I'm, you know, up here at the very, very, very top, I'm going to drop a line because, of course, you know, that was something important. And look, see, guys, look, this area right here, you know, we've got a couple of touches. We'll put one right there. It looks like, you know, where this went, look, we've got a couple more touches over here. I'm going to drop one right here. Once again, we've got 1, 2, 3 touches in this area right here. I meant to drop it a little lower. I'm not going to try. Dang it. I shouldn't have tried to move it, okay? But had I dropped it, you know, a little bit lower down here, like I had meant to, look, it would have hit these areas right here. And just sitting back and looking, this right here, so you got here, seems like a pivotal area. Look, 1, 2, 3, about right here. So we're going to, you know, drop another line right here. 1, we got some stuff at 2, 3. We're going to drop another one here. Look, you've got 1, 2 over here, some reaction. We're going to drop a line here. Okay. So as you can see, except for this like one little extra line I dropped up here, these are pretty much the levels. And if you follow price, it's going to be like floor ceiling, you know, it broke this area. It went back down and touched. It broke. There's always something happening in these levels that we have marked, okay? Now, the magic of this, and what I always like to do, is I like to take a screen and I like to mark it up with a support and resistance, and then I like to go back. And look, guys, just about everywhere we have put lines to the right, you scroll back to the left, you'll notice, look, there's major things happening, okay? History repeats itself with Forex. Guys, look at this. It's almost magical. Look at this. We can even drop another one right there. Now, this was a whole different ball game because this was obviously, you know, definitely higher highs than it had experienced before. But even scrolling back, look. Do y'all see? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? If you can see, type a yes. If you can see what I'm talking about. And look, guys, we could drop lines where we see other. Got something going on here. Okay, look at this. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Scroll back. It's like magic, okay? That these lines are going to coincide with things that was happening, you know, back here. So it's very important that you're able to draw these basic fundamental lines of support and resistance before what we go into tonight, which is drawing out the zones, okay? Drawing out the zones makes you kind of understand why things were happening in between these areas. See? Well, yeah, it broke support right here. Another candle opened and it was going down. So when you took a sell right there, why did you lose money? Because it went back up, okay? Being able to draw support and resistance lines is good because it's the fundamental foundation of trading, guys. If you can't get these lines right, okay? If you cannot get these lines right and you cannot learn to draw the zones, your house is going to be shaky, okay? This is the foundation of your house, okay? You've got to be able to draw. And look, I mean, it's just like magic. I just love it. I just love it. I could back test forever. But I won't do that. I think y'all got the concept of what, you know, I'm doing. Now this is, you know, look, with the candlestick chart. Guys, look how amazing. Look, this is where we back tested from way over there. We dropped some lines. It predicted what was going to happen in the future, okay? So I want every single body on this class to get on their trading view tonight and start dropping some lines, okay? When you can do it with a bar chart, fiddlesticks. Let me see if I can escape the full screen. Okay. Come up here to where it's a candle right here. I want you to mark lines. And then, guys, when you can do that, I want you to come back and I want you to do it again. Okay? I want you to mark these zones. Okay? On a line chart. This is true price. Fiddlesticks. Ah! Well, that one kind of meant to. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna this was definitely an area. Okay, and then let's see what we've got going on here. This is definitely an area. Dang it. Is the magnet not on? The magnet on. No, I'm not trying to confuse y'all. I promise I'm trying to help y'all. Okay. Oh, it let me move it. Hallelujah. Got there. And look, you've got 1, 2, 3 right there. We're going to drop a line there. Okay, look, you've got something going on here. Look, 1, 2. Okay, we're going to drop a line right there. 1, 2. Almost 3. Kind of something going on there. 1, 2. We're going to drop a line there. 1, 2. We'll drop a line there. 1, 2. Something happened there. Something's going on there. Something's going on there. 1, 2. Something's going on there. Now let's go back and see. Yeah, something. 1, 2, 3. Something over here is happening. And look, guys, where we marked over here, it's coinciding with things that are going on over here. So back test a little bit more. You've got this area. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. Down here, 1, 2, and then look, 3, 4. Let's drop a line there. 1, 2. That looks like a line. Looks like an area or something. 1, 2. We got 3 touches there. And go ahead and drop one down here at the bottom. And then boom, guys, look, like magic. Love it. Love it. Look, dropped a line there, scroll back. Look, yep, see? Who is going to get off here tonight and practice these zones? Don't lie to me. I am not Rihanna. I don't love the way you lie. But then look, guys, is this just not like amazing? Y'all see what I'm doing? How, pretty soon y'all gonna be pulling up a chart and dropping lines like it's nothing. Okay, and then let me show you the magic about when you do draw up something with line charts. Okay, now see, you go back and you're hitting all these levels. Okay, but then you could come up here back to where you've got line and switch it to candles. And look at that, guys. Look at that. Who is excited to get off here and draw some lines? When you do that, I'm going to make a we'll get to that. Right now, you just need to understand how to draw these lines in the zones that we are going to learn how to draw tonight, okay? So right now, I'm going to go to our chat, our Trade with Coach Misty group. I want everyone on here to draw up some support and resistance lines and drop them in this chat. And then I want some zones. We're about to learn about zones. Okay. So when you get me a good screen drew up like this, you can come up here and you can either do this, you can take a picture. You can either copy this and drop it in the Trade with Coach Misty post I just made, or you can save the image to your computer and upload it, okay? But I want to see your homework. I want to see that you're actually paying attention and that you're actually please, for me. All right, remove the drawings. Okay. So now let's go back to, let's finish where Karina started with you, because she's absolutely right. If you can't draw those lines, you're not going to be able to draw zones, okay? I'm sorry. Y'all know I do what I do and I work as hard as I do so I can stay home with my kids. So y'all are going to, unfortunately, hear some things and probably see some things. Okay, so I believe that about right here is where we got last night.
Correct way to draw your support and resistance areas. And there's only one single way to draw them if you wish to utilize them in your arsenal when taming the financial markets and becoming a profitable trader. The big secret is that your support and resistance areas must be drawn as zones. No ifs, ands, or buts. They have to be drawn as zones. That is the only way that they work consistently. Up until this point, we showed you guys the concept of support and resistance using solid lines. Now, price does not respect such a specific point within the market. Price fluctuates all the time, and there's not going to be a set specific point that the market respects every time. There's a general area, and we have to find that area, fine-tune it, find the very specific parameters of this area so that it can be used consistently and profitably. Now, in the previous videos, we were using support and resistance as lines just to demonstrate the concepts of it. But here, I'm going to show you how that fails. I'm drawing out this example right now, and we're just going to take a look at how this played out. Now, if we want to put a resistance here, here are our reaction points to a resistance. Okay, we can tell by these reaction points that there's a resistance in this area. Okay, now if we take the line tool and we use this middle peak here, because it's in the middle, and it's just right there in between both of them, so that should work. If we just use this to label where our support and resistance area is at, this will fail. What will happen is price will come through, break this support and resistance area that we have from here, and retest it. And we're going to talk more about this when we talk entries. But it's going to retest. You're going to enter for a sell, and you're going to lose. You're going to lose money. 7 out of 10 times, you will lose money on a support and resistance line. Now, these are meant to be drawn as zones. Okay, so to avoid things like this getting faked out by the market, to avoid this, you have to draw your support and resistances as zones. So if we're looking at these peaks here, if we're looking at these peaks and we want to draw our resistance zone, we're going to start at the very edge of where this reaction originated from. So I'll move this so you guys can see clearly. When drawing the support and resistance zones, let's look at this one for instance, this area right here. We need to figure out what caused this reaction in the market. At what point within the market caused this bearish reaction? And we need the very beginning of that move. We need the very edge. Okay, so if we're looking for the very edge of this move here, I'll pull out this line, this dotted line tool. It is right here. This is our bottom parameter for our zone, and it is the very edge of this move. Okay, guys, right here. Now, for the next reaction, okay, we need to find the other side of our zone. We need a dotted line, and let's check this. Okay, this is where this move originated from. This move, this bearish move, originated from this point where my dotted line is. Now, if we look to the right at this peak here, we need to figure out where this move originated from. Now, this move originated from a place that was just a bit higher than what we had from the peak to the left. So we're going to move our boundary line up right to the edge of where this bearish move Welcome everyone, my name is Easton Harris. In this video today, we're going to be talking about support and resistance, of course, but we're going to be talking about the correct way to draw your support and resistance areas. And there's only one single way to draw them if you wish to utilize them in your arsenal when taming the financial markets and becoming a profitable trader. The big secret is that your support and resistance areas must be drawn as zones. No ifs, ands, or buts. They have to be drawn as zones. That is the only way that they work consistently. Up until this point, we showed you guys the concept of support and resistance using solid lines. Now, price does not respect such a specific point within the market. Price fluctuates all the time, and there's not going to be a set specific point that the market respects every time. There's a general area, and we have to find that area, fine-tune it, find the very specific parameters of this area so that it can be used consistently and profitably. Now, in the previous videos, we were using support and resistance as lines just to demonstrate the concepts of it. But here, I'm going to show you how that fails. I'm drawing out this example right now, and we're just going to take a look at how this played out. Now, if we want to put a resistance here, here are our reaction points to a resistance. Okay, we can tell by these reaction points that there's a resistance in this area. Okay, now if we take the line tool and we use this middle peak here, because it's in the middle and it's just right there in between both of them, so that should work. If we just use this to label where our support and resistance area is at, this will fail. What will happen is price will come through, break this support and resistance area that we have from here, and retest it. And we're going to talk more about this when we talk entries. It's going to retest, you're going to enter for a sell, and you're going to lose. You're going to lose money. 7 out of 10 times you will lose money on a support and resistance line. Now, these are meant to be drawn as zones. Okay, so to avoid things like this getting faked out by the market, to avoid this, you have to draw your support and resistances as zones. So if we're looking at these peaks here, reaction originated from. So I'll move this so you guys can see clearly. When drawing the support and resistance zones, let's look at this one for instance, this area right here. We need to figure out what caused this reaction in the market. At what point within the market caused this bearish reaction? And we need the very beginning of that move. We need the very edge. Okay, so if we're looking for the very edge of this move here, I'll pull out this line, this dotted line tool. It is right here. This is our bottom parameter for our zone. And it is the very edge of this move. Okay, guys, right here. Now, for the next reaction, okay, we need to find the other side of our zone. We need to find the top portion of our parameters here. So let's grab our dotted line and let's check this. Okay, this is where this move originated from. This move originated from a place that was just a bit higher than what we had from the peak to the left. So we're going to move our boundary line up right to the edge of where this bearish move began. And this is how we get our parameters for these zones. Okay, so if I get rid of this, if we pay no attention to this one right now, when looking at these three bearish reactions and searching for this resistance zone, you have to make sure that you have the bottom boundary and the top boundary. So when we do this, we have all three reactions in our zone. All of them are accounted for. Now this one just happens to be within our zone. And that's great. That's exactly where we wanted it to be. We want these reactions to be accounted for. So we have our bottom boundary, we have our top boundary. Now I'll move this line over here so you can see how we get it. And this becomes our support and resistance zone. Okay, now what that is going to look like now, instead, if y'all remember, we had a line through here that didn't work so well for us. Okay, that was when using the line. When using this zone and accounting for these reactions, this becomes our zone. And now that we have it drawn like this, and we're not using this line anymore, this move made sense. This makes perfect sense. This whole move down to the support and resistance zone, and then the reaction off of it, this bounce makes perfect sense now. We weren't trying to sell this anymore. We were trying to buy it, and we made money. You know, this is how support and resistance zones work. This is specifically how you draw them. Now we're going to dive into the chart, and I'm going to show y'all exactly how to do this whole process within a real chart. All right, guys, so here we are, and we're going to walk through drawing this resistance area correctly and very precisely, okay? So we have an area where we see these bearish moves come into play here. So I know that there's a resistance up here, but I need to find it. I need to figure out how exactly I'm going to draw my zone, and I need to figure out where these moves originate from. Okay? Where do these bearish moves originate from? Now, over here to the left, we have to find our resistance zone. Where is our zone exactly? We have to start with what the market is giving us, and we have to look at where exactly these moves are originating from, these bearish moves. So if we come in here and we zoom in a bit, this move, where does this move originate from? What is the highest point that price went before it kicked in to this bearish move? And that point is this wick right here. This wick is going to be where this bearish move originated from. Where did this move originate from? Here's our bullish move. How high did it get before price went bearish? It's right here. These are our points within the market. These are what we want to take note of. These zones are very specific. And this is how they need to be drawn. I'm walking you through very slowly how to do this so y'all understand exactly how to do it. Before long, you guys will be so fast at marking these up. This is where this move, this bearish move originated from, right here. Now this move, where did this move originate from? Right there at the wick. We had a small bullish move, wicked up, went bearish. These are our points that we need within our zone. Okay, so if we take a second and we just very precisely mark the edges of these moves here, we just mark them. We're gonna get rid of these boxes so you guys can see clearer, and we're gonna get rid of the arrows. Now, all of these reaction points need to be in this zone. Okay, so what this means is we need to find our lowest reaction point, which is this line down here where this wick is, and we need to draw our zone to the highest reaction point to find that top zone boundary. And this is our zone with all of our reaction points included. No one's left out. It's very solid, and all the moves make total sense. This is our resistance zone. We're going to do the same thing to our support down here. There is a support, so let's mark that up. So for a support, we need to figure out where are the bullish moves originating from? Where does this move come from? Where does it start? Where does it originate from? Where does this push originate from? We're going to find the parameters of our zone, looking for where the market is creating these bullish moves. So what are we going to do? We're going to come in and we're going to figure out exactly where did these moves start? What was the furthest point price went before it reversed and went bullish? It's going to be the wick edge of this little green candle here. Right here. This is very specific. Okay, guys, I told you this would be very specific. Where did this move originate from? The furthest point is the edge of that candle, the wick. We're going to use the wick on that one. Where did this move originate from? The green wick, just before the move. Right here. This is where our parameters are going to be set, and we're going to make sure that they are all included within our zone. All right, so let's come in. We're going to take this dotted line tool, and we're going to mark the very edge of this move. Boom, right here. We're going to mark the very edge of this move. It's a little higher, right here. And then we're going to mark the very edge of where this move originated. And now what we need to do is include all of these lines within our zone. So if I take my bottom line, my furthest parameter to the downside, and drag it to the top line, that's going to be the zone that we use. Now I'm going to clear some of this off so you guys can have a better look at what's going on. This area right here is our support zone. Now I was really zoomed in. I wanted you guys to have a complete understanding of how this is done correctly. All right. This is our support zone, and look how how price reacted to it. Support then turned to resistance in this area. Zone was very well respected. This is how you draw your support and your resistance zones. This is how specific you need to be, guys. Practice this. Practice this. Find out where these reactions are originating from and develop your zone. Do not be lazy when drawing your support and your resistance zones. That took quite a bit of time to do that, but I wanted to make sure you guys fully understand the correct way and the only way to do this if you want to make money using support and resistance zones. Practice this on your charts until you are comfortable. You should be able to mark these up in a matter of 2 seconds. Okay, I can mark these up so fast, it's not even a question. I want you guys to be better at it than I am. All right, so practice makes perfect. Get in your charts. Take the knowledge we are teaching you and apply it. If you're not applying it, you're not going to make money. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope this provided an in-depth understanding of how to draw your support and resistance zones.
Okay, guys, so there you have it. So,
all right, guys, so there you have it. Laugh out loud. Okay. After you practice drawing your support and resistance lines, okay, then I want you to go practice drawing up the zones, just like Easton showed you, okay? If you are in my challenge where I'm showing you how to flip $300 accounts to $100,000 accounts in 6 months, if you belong to my Telegram group, when you show me, okay, when you show me that you can draw the support and resistance zones, I'm going to bless you and I'm going to give you an indicator that's going to do it automatically for you. But I'm not making lazy traders here, okay? I want you guys to be able to do it yourself. So when you show me that you can draw those support and resistance zones, I will make your life just a little bit easier and give you an indicator to do it for you. Okay, guys? So get off of here, do your homework, drop the screenshots, okay, in the Trade with Coach Misty group, okay, where I put homework for tonight. Other than that, I love you guys, and I will see you in the chats. We've got some big things coming as far as trading, so you need to make sure you belong to my Telegram group, okay? All right, guys. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.